I just went to one of my checkups. They told me that I've gotten into my stable period now. I think pretty soon here, we're going to have to go to both our parents and talk with them about the pregnancy.
I see. I'll leave that to you.
You're fine with me telling your parents about all of this as well? Are you sure you don't want to be the one to tell them?
That doesn't bother me. Go and tell them for me.
Alright then. Then I'll go and let them know about it here soon.
Okay, thanks.
Now that I'm into the more stable period of my pregnancy, I was thinking we should start buying some things for the baby. I'm sure there are things we need to get started on in terms of preparation.
Then you can go ahead and get whatever you want ready. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff.
What? I don't like that at all. I want for the both of us to go out and start preparing.
I don't really care what you do. Do whatever you'd like to for the baby.
This is going to be your baby as well, so don't you think you should be a little more excited about it? Right now it's sounding like you don't care about my pregnancy or the baby at all.
That's not it, alright? I just don't know about all the finer details when it comes to all that.
Then next time, would you come along with me to see the doctor for my checkup? Even the doctor was asking me to bring you along from now on.
If I'm able to, right? He doesn't want you forcing me to come or anything like that.
I'm sure he doesn't, but I just want you there to listen to what he has to say about the baby.
You have to go to the clinic during the week, right? I have work then, so it's not happening.
I really don't like the feeling of going through this pregnancy alone, though. You just have to be there for an hour or two, so could you please make a little time?
I am busy. Right now is a very important time for me.
But our baby is also important to you, right?
Well, the work I have to focus on now will affect whether I get promoted or not. I told you before that I was put in charge of a very important project by the director, right? And my boss is expecting me to succeed with this project, no matter what happens, alright?
I remember you saying that.
If I end up getting in trouble for not doing well in this project, then it's not going to be good for my future in this company. Even the CEO will hear about me because of this project. So if I don't focus all my time and energy into it, I might even be fired. Have I ever told you about the CEO before?
You told me before that the CEO is a woman, right?
Her and I are pretty close in age even. Yet she's in charge of running a massive company. Because she's so young like myself, she understands the idea of getting younger people moved up within her company. And that chance might even be granted to me. I want that chance, Paula. Then you'll be happy about that.
I'm happy about all of that already. Seeing that you've been given the project in the first place shows me just how important you are to that company.
Right? This is all very important for us. If I'm able to be promoted, then that means good news for the both of us. That's why I want to focus on my job right now. The kid is something you'll have to manage on your own.
Alright, I guess so. Hey, Travis, what's happened with you recently? Are you not trying to avoid me right now? Did I do something to upset you?
This isn't about anything you've done to upset me. I just don't like to be around or be touched by you.
Why not?
Recently your stomach's been really sticking out, right?
That's due to our baby becoming more and more bigger.
You're usually really thin, right? Seeing your stomach growing that massive is disgusting to me. You look like some grotesque monster.
Why would you say something like that? I have no choice but to get this large because I have a baby inside me.
I get that, but I had never seen a pregnant woman's body before until now. I've seen plenty of women before like that, but they have clothing on to cover it all up. When I have to see you at home with nothing but a sports bra on, your stomach makes me want to vomit.
And that's what has led you to avoiding me all this time?
I don't like the look of you right now. You're only gonna grow bigger, right? I don't even want to imagine something like that.
But inside this big belly of mine is your child, right?
And that itself is gonna be grossing me out. Knowing that inside one person there's this other smaller person makes me feel sick.
Well, the same thing happened with you back when your mom had to carry you for 9 months.
It's not my fault that I find all this crap about the female body disgusting. Just know that for the time being, I don't want to be around you at all.
What do you want me to do then? Not having you in the house around makes me feel nervous and lonely. You don't have to touch me if you don't want to, and I won't touch you either. But please do not avoid me anymore, okay?
But I just can't do it, so stop trying to get me to. If you start to force me to be around you, then I'm gonna become really agitated and might start to think about leaving you. Just let me be, alright?
Travis, where are you staying at right now? You have not been sleeping in this house for days now. Stop being such a baby and come back home to me.
I told you why things are like this! Don't want to be around you right now.
You really find me that gross right now?
Well, your stomach just keeps on coming out further and further from your body. And the fact that you're really thin only makes you look worse. You become way too grotesque for me to even think about now.
Do you find the baby to be as disgusting as me then?
Did I ever say the baby was disgusting? I just don't want to look at you right now. Stop trying to make all this weirder than it already is.
Well, with the way you've been acting and talking, I started to think things like that might also be true. I understand that you're afraid of the things you don't understand, but you can't just run away from the unknown, Travis. The baby that's growing inside of me right now is your baby.
I understand that. Why do you have to force me to be there with you? Stop making me repeat myself over and over again about why I don't want to be around you. You are already disgusting to look at. If you keep trying to get me to come back to you right now, you're going to piss me off.
I have a reason to be trying to get my husband to come home to me. Right?
If you want me to come home, then you shut up and wait for me.
So if I just shut up and wait for you, you'll come home? I can't believe things like this are already starting to happen even before our baby is born. Do you think you can keep acting like that and still have a happy marriage with me?
Once your stomach is back to its right size, then I'll come home and we can go back to our normal lives. I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything sexual with you anymore, though. I've already had to see you that deformed now. You look like a gosh dang monster with the way your body's contorted.
Do you have any idea how you're making me feel by saying all that? Is there even a reason for me being your wife right now?
Then you want a divorce? I'm totally fine with that. I'd leave you in an instant if you want that.
Are you being serious about that?
But having to get a divorce only a little bit after getting married will make everyone around think of us poorly, right? I would at least like us to stay married for 3 years. Until 3 years are up, you want to live in separate housing?
I do not! Can we please just meet up and talk all this through? There is no way I can continue to support a relationship like this right now. Think of how hard things will be for our baby.
What? No way. I don't want to meet you. I'm sure your stomach has only gotten bigger from the last time I saw you, right? I know for a fact you'd make me throw up. No way!
Having you treat me like this and say such horrible things is not something I can agree with. That's why you need to come and see me at least once, please.
I told you, no way. I am very busy right now, so I'm gonna stop texting you now. Don't bother texting or calling me anymore.
Travis, will you please come home to me today?
Would you cut all of that out right now for me? Didn't I tell you not to text me when I'm working?
I want you to come home every so often, though. My belly is very large right now, alright? I would like for you to come here and help me with some things. And I would also like for our baby to hear its father's voice sometimes.
A pregnant woman's fat stomach is not something I need to be seeing. It's disgusting. I am not going to come over there just to talk to your stomach for the baby's sake. Not happening.
You're the worst.
I'm sure I am. But I'm just being honest. And to be a bit more honest with you, I'm starting to get tired of your crap. I made a mistake having a baby with you.
You really don't know when to shut up, do you? So is this how you think of any woman that's pregnant? You don't have to bother showing up to work anymore then. I don't want people like you in this company doing any work for me anymore.
Huh? What the hell are you going on about now? Paula?
I am not your wife, Travis. This would be Lexi Goldblum.
Goldblum?
You must know the name of the CEO of the company you're currently working for, right?
What? The CEO? Are you freaking kidding me? No way. Why would my CEO be with my wife right now?
We have met one another many times before.
Listen, Paula, there is no such thing as that kind of a coincidence. Would you give it up with that bullcrap lie right now? You really want me to come back home to see you that badly?
You're not at work right now, are you, Travis? I went and had a talk with your boss, Mark, and he told me that you went out to go and see someone. If you don't believe that I'm your CEO right now, then I'd like for you to come to the CEO's office when you come back here.
What? Why do you know the name of my boss, Paula? Could this really be you then, Lexi?
That's what I've been telling you, Travis. This is not your wife lying to you right now. If you don't want to believe what I'm saying, then you can go ahead and continue thinking that this is all a lie.
I am so sorry! I had never thought for one moment that I'd be getting a text message from the CEO like this.
Now we need to talk about your wife. I think the way you behave towards your wife right now is not okay. Saying that she looks like a monster and telling her that she's disgusting to look at and that's why you won't go home to her? That's what I've seen and heard so far from you.
That was on me. I didn't think that she'd start to look like that, and, you could say all of this is because of a fear I have. My wife happens to be a very thin woman normally, so having a stomach as large as hers is very frightening to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I like to think that you have no idea what being pregnant is like or about right now. And because you have no idea what it's like and about, you are able to say such horrible things like that to her, right? You really think it's okay to call her gross and say that she looks more like a monster than a woman? Is there any need for that kind of slander?
But having to look at how massive her stomach has grown is freaking disgusting. And is it very well known that in this world pregnant women are like heavy baggage for the rest of us? I don't think we'll all need to keep worrying about them all the time. There's no need to.
You think that pregnant women are like heavy baggage in this world? As in, they're all burdens?
That's right. I mean, she's not doing anything right now, right? Not working, not doing the chores, not cooking. She's not like you at all. You happen to be making massive amounts of money right now and everything.
I'm pregnant right now as well, though.
What was that?
I am pregnant.
Are you really pregnant right now? I never knew anything about that, though.
I'm still not through my first 12 weeks, so I haven't made any announcement yet. The only people that are aware are my family and the executives.
I see. Well, congratulations!
You have no right telling me congrats. From what you've just told me, I'm going to become a monster as well, right? Pregnant women are disgusting, right? So why are you congratulating me on that?
Ah, crap! You're a different Lexi!
Don't call me Lexi.
I'm sorry, Miss Goldblum.
Now, why am I different from your wife or any other pregnant woman for that matter? I like to think your wife and I are pretty similar biologically, so how am I different from her?
I'm sorry for saying that! I had no idea that you were pregnant. I would never call my CEO a monster or anything like that!
So you'd call the woman you're married disgusting, but you won't say the same thing about me? Or are you only saying that because I'm in a position where I could ruin your life right now, and you wouldn't be able to stop me? If that's the case, then you're already ruined, Travis.
A lot of those things I was saying to my wife were jokes. I don't actually think of her body as being gross or anything like that.
Now you're going to pull the I was joking card? I already know what you really think of women that are pregnant, Travis. Let me be clear. You are a disgrace to humanity, and I will not forgive you for what you've done to your wife. Because of your horrific actions, the first way I'll be punishing you is by taking you off that project.
Why are you doing that?
Have you forgotten what the theme of the project that you're working on for me right now is? caring for kids while they grow, right? And inside that topic, the birth of a child is also included. Someone like you who seems to hate on those that are pregnant shall not be a part of this kind of project. It would be ridiculous for me to allow that. I'll have a word with your boss, and today you'll be taken off that project.
Hold on for one moment! I have put all my heart into this project so far! I will not allow you to take me off the project at a time like this!
You won't allow me? Your CEO? Do you really think saying something like that to me is a good idea?
Well, what you're trying to punish me for has nothing to do with work. This is a problem between my wife and I. I will not allow you to use my private issues as a way of punishing me!
The reason you are being taken off that project is because you have called me a monster and do not seem to understand the importance of both pregnancy and childbirth. The fact that you act that way towards your CEO shows me that you are not worth trusting with any of the projects in this company. Once I've spoken with Mark about this, we'll see what he has to say about you.
What the hell have you done to me? How the hell did you meet with my CEO?
When I went to your office to try to meet with you, I ran into her. You were never coming home to me, so I had to make an effort to come find you. I thought by going to your office building, I'd be able to see you in person.
That's not all you've frickin' done! There is no way you just came to my company and were able to meet with my CEO like that. What the hell did you do to get her to talk with you for so long?
Meeting her and talking with her like that really was just a coincidence. When I arrived at the office building, I started to feel sick and sat down on the ground. When she saw me like that, she was getting ready to enter the elevator. She came over to help me up. Not only can she run a company, but she's a very thoughtful and caring woman.
And how did all of that turn into you talking about her private life?
She asked me why I came all this way to her company in the state I was in, so I told her all about what has been going on. And considering that she's pregnant herself, she wanted to listen to what was wrong.
You told her about everything that's happening between you and I! Don't freaking do that with someone as important as her! That was all a part of our private lives and should freaking stay that way!
Well, after I started talking about my relation to you, I started to get upset with all you've been doing to me and wanted someone to talk to about it. And you know what? I thought it was about time that someone like you who doesn't give a crap about your family was heard about. I haven't been happy with you for the past couple of months, and the same can be said of you with me. So why should I keep secrets about us any longer?
What are you trying to say?
We're getting a divorce, Travis.
Well, before you do that, take care of my CEO! I was just told by my boss that I'm no longer in charge of the project. It's because of you that all this has happened to me! So freaking fix it!
You're the one that pissed off your CEO, right? This is what you get for acting like a dumbass.
If you want this divorce, then do what I'm asking! I will have you come into this office and apologize to her right now! And then you're gonna come and apologize to me! On your freaking hands and knees!
I see. So this is a divorce then. I don't need you to accept this divorce either because my lawyer will help me with all of that. I just need you to pay me a settlement before the divorce is all. I know the reason you haven't been coming home at all lately. It's because you've been sleeping with another woman at her house, right?
Don't be such an idiot. You think I'd cheat on you?
Then tell me where you've been this whole time while not coming back home. And tell me what all those phone calls with your partner on the other end of the phone was about. I heard a lot of what you two were saying.
Huh? When did you hear all that?
I've known you were cheating on me for almost half a year now, Travis. I didn't want to face the truth about it because I was scared, but I had to. And thanks to all of that, it'll make this divorce go a lot easier for me. I'm going to make both yourself and your partner responsible for what you've both done to me.
Hold on a second. Let's just calm down here.
I'm calm. Are you? Or are you panicking right now because you're about to be royally screwed? I happen to have a lot going on right now. I'm going to be a mother here soon and need to prepare for a future where I can solely focus on my baby. That requires me to become even stronger.
Right now is not the right time to be asking for a settlement from me.
Why is now not the right time?
Because I'm being messed around with right now at work. Because you let the CEO into seeing all that I was saying to you, I'm not even sure if I'll even have a job here anymore soon. I'm getting kicked off the team that's working on the project. But I know there's going to be more to come now. like my salary being cut and me losing a lot of other benefits I've gained here. So lay off trying to get that settlement from me!
Not happening. Before I have this baby, I want the divorce to be over with, and for me to be starting a brand new life. The person I'm most worried about is not you, but my baby. I couldn't care less about what's going to happen to you after the divorce, and the CEO feels the same way about you. There is literally nothing you can do now to get me to stop, so give up.
You think I can give up that easily now? Right now my life is on the line!
And? My life and my baby's life is on the line right now. If you never really thought about how your selfish actions would be affecting us here today, then perhaps you are never going to be good enough to be a father, nor good enough to be a human. You don't understand or care to think about others, and all you worry about is yourself. I'm not sure one should consider you a human being anymore, but I promise you that you're turning into one of those disgusting monsters you always love talking about after today. After that, I took out all the evidence I had of my husband cheating on me, and that led him to confessing and allowing the divorce. I was also able to get a settlement from him, and there was no way he'd be able to fight it. Of course, I was also able to get a settlement from the woman he cheated on me with, and she paid up. And when it comes to child support, my husband is now going to have to send me $1,000 a month until my baby turns 18 years old. When it comes to the company, my husband was left doing only the most annoying and repetitive work and began to really hate his job there. But that wasn't all for him, as a lot of his coworkers learned about the way he had treated both myself and the CEO and started to really let him know how they felt. This led to him pleading to be transferred to a new office and out of that department. His plan was to go to a new building and start from square one again, building his new life up. However, the place he was sent to ended up being a very small office, and his job would be working at the window of the building's front desk. I was told later by his CEO that the only reason she didn't have him fired for asking to be moved to a new position in building is because she wanted him to still make some income in order to pay the child support. She also told me that if he did ever end up not paying me the money I'm owed each month, to give her a call and she'd handle it personally. One time, something like that did end up happening after having the baby, and after telling her, she forced Travis into having to work night shifts until he paid me back doubled what I was owed. That ended up working out really well for me, and that money came to me the very next day. I really am thankful that I have such a strong ally as my ex-husband's CEO. Just after the divorce, I had given birth to a really cute little boy. It only took a few days after giving birth to him for my massive belly to go away and my body to start to return back to its regular shape. I like to think that pregnancy, childbirth, and babies are all very beautiful things and should never be called disgusting. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We're looking forward to seeing you at the next story.